All right, so tonight's Capitals Blue Jackets game was one of the wackiest ones I've seen in a while. We saw one of the weirdest goals I have ever seen. Peter Laviolette getting caught in a strange camera angle that made it look like he was crushing buds on the bench. And then in the pregame interview, this happened. Like, what? Have you ever seen this? I wish I could play the audio here, but copyright is bound to get me if I do. But it was so good. It completely threw off Ovechkin, who couldn't even speak and just had to chuckle. He looked over to Kuznetsov, who gave them this shower, by the way, and into the mic, he calls Kuznetsov an idiot. Just one of the funnier things I've seen in a while. With that said, though, let's take a look at the goal I mentioned real quick before I get into the recap. In case you missed this one, Strome put one on net here, and for a second, no one on the ice knows where the puck is, but it hits Ferervary's head, deflects perfectly, and goes into the net. Now, you may remember seeing a couple of headbutt goals in the past, which were hilarious to watch and didn't count, obviously, but this one, being a deflection, does count. And yeah, just thought this one was pretty great as well. Now, at this point in the game, things were all squared up at 2 apiece, so this wound up being the tiebreaker. But quickly, let's take a look at how we got here to begin with. Johnny Hockey got things going, scoring his first in 10 games, as the Caps give it up in their end here on a pretty messy looking play. Evgeny Kuznetsov gives it up, and Gaudreau makes him pay, getting his 11th of the year. And that was actually it for the first, so let's head on over to the second. Just under 2 minutes in, a shot comes from the point, and TJ Oshie gets the Capitals on the board, scoring his 6th of the year. Milano makes a nice play here, gets it to the point, over to Jensen, who shoots it, and the shot comes, gets caught up in traffic, and Oshie, coming down from up high, gets the puck right on his stick and scores. Then at the midway point of the game, on a clearing attempt here, Columbus gives it up to Evgeny Kuznetsov. He comes into the Jackets zone way wide, puts it on net, and scores. Nyquist and Peak seem to not be on the same page and just let Evgeny Kuznetsov walk in and score a nice unassisted marker. Trading goals, the Jackets would tie things back up on another Capital giveaway that leads to Bayreuther scoring as he just winds up and muscles one past Kemper here. On the other end, we get the goal I talked about earlier. The Capitals work the puck around nice here with some good passing. Alexiev to Strome, and the shot leads to a wild deflection. No one knows where it is, and suddenly it's in the back of the net. And this one goes down as Ferervary's goal, as it hits Nyquist, takes a wild bounce, and goes off of Ferervary's head. The puck just floats up and over Merzlikins, and again, the game was tied at this point, so this goal actually wound up being the game-winning goal. After a second period filled with action, the third saw 2 more goals on a pair of power plays, as the Caps sealed it with Oshie and Ovechkin each picking up a goal, and Washington looked strong right now. They take this one and are on a roll as of late, heating up after a cold start to the season, now winning 7 of their last 10 games. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.